What you see behind me is a 97 F-150. The reason that this is here is, well, a lightning swap was attempted to be performed, and it was basically a failure. Not quite in epic proportions, but the shop that it was taken to just basically gave up. I don't know what happened to it. Don't know. But the owner of this truck, um, he had plans for it, and everything seemed legit. He got a really good, complete, used running assembly for it. Came with a lot of stuff that should be able to make it run fairly simply, just with a lot of work of installing all the components out of a actual SPT Lightning, and um, found a shop where he lived in another state where I'm not at, and um, when they finally got to it, he took it all apart, started doing the install, and then everything just stalled out. Things went really south, kind of went pretty bad. The owner of the truck and the shop are on pretty negative terms over the whole deal, which is understandably, at least from the owner of the truck side. Took a truck there, running and driving, and it's left in pieces. Now, if anybody had a 97 F-150 and tried to do a swap and they didn't own it super long or whatever, probably at this point would have just sold it off, got what they could, and just not messed with the hassle that the truck is left in. But this truck back here, the owner's dad, he bought it in 2000. So he was only 3 years old when he bought it, and he then got it 2 years later um, in high school as his first vehicle. So basically, it's been around since the year 2000. It's 23 years of history. It's 2023 right now. It's really hard to just let go of a vehicle or give up on a vehicle that's basically you've had around and have that much history to, and not to mention when it's your first vehicle, you really just there's just something special about that first car, truck, whatever. Especially in those high school days, some of us people, I was one included. I had more than one vehicle, but all those first vehicles that we had, a lot of memories, a lot of things that came with it. So they hold a lot of special memories in our heart with that. So he doesn't want to give up on that. I can understand that. I am one. I will never give up on a vehicle when I hit a roadblock. I will do everything I can, and to this day, I've not had a vehicle defeat me because I'm not a quitter. I can't say the same for the shop that previously had it, but we're not here to bash another shop or anything like that. What this story is about is redemption, and that's what we're calling this. Is the Lightning Redemption Project. So what we're going to do is give you a walk around of its current state. So here's what it looks like under hood. The supercharger is removed. If you're not familiar with what a Lightning is, they took a 5.4 and basically supercharged it. Um, this one uses a water to air intercooler in there. It's a pretty nice setup. But as you can see, things look to be an absolute mess under here. We just have the wiring harness just kind of laying everywhere, not super organized. It's like they just started to attempted to put it in here. Things just sort of clamped up, and it literally just looks like it's just kind of hanging out, just sitting there. I mean, you just look at this. It's really really sad sight to see as far as that goes. The bed of the truck, I've cleaned out most of the miscellaneous parts here that are in this. But when this truck came to me, it got dropped off. I was seriously questioning my life choices with all these parts and pieces just shoved everywhere in it. But as I took some time to inspect everything, a game plan started to formulate in my head, and I don't think it's as bad as it seems. But here's another deal. Look at this. Dash is just hanging out. This truck has not run in 18 months, since February of 2022, basically. That was the last time it was driven. One of the more sad aspects of it is right here. They dropped the motor in. I'm just going to go up here and show you this. Look at that. No transmission mount. It's just been hanging by a ratchet strap. They asked the customer to give them a special transmission mount bracket, or basically, or cross member. And so he did that, had it drop shipped there, and all they did was put it inside the cab and didn't do anything else. So this thing's been hanging like this for roughly 18 months. So that's pretty, pretty sad to see as far as that goes. Now, with all that said, now that you've seen the basic condition of the truck, I know it looks a little bit rough, but there's a lot of good stuff here that we have. There's a lot of good parts that are still here with it. There's a lot of pieces that are missing, unfortunately, and some of that is not all on the shop's fault. Anytime you do a hot rodding type project, they are always bigger than what you originally think they are going to be. And so we're going to go through step by step in its current state and source the parts that are needed, get things that are needed to be done. We'll probably have some roadblocks we'll have to accomplish, but it's going to happen. This truck will run again. It will do some pretty sick burnouts when we're done as well. But it's gonna be a pretty awesome journey and an amazing project. And just anybody that watches this, just hope you follow along, get something out of it, and know that no matter what happens, just don't give up.